How the richest NBA players secretly travel. What if I told you some of the richest NBA legends don't just live above the rim, they live above the clouds? From multi-million-dollar jets wrapped in custom sneaker designs to flying palaces built for power and privacy, these basketball icons have turned the skies into their personal playgrounds. Their planes aren't just transportation, they're statements of dominance, discipline, and legacy. But behind every luxury cabin and private runway lies a story few have ever heard. Stay tuned, because you're about to discover how the richest NBA players secretly travel right here on Legends of Black Excellence. Michael Jordan. When Michael Jordan stepped off the court for the final time, most believed his journey toward greatness had reached its peak. But the man who redefined basketball was never content with limits, not on the hardwood, and certainly not in the sky. Today, Jordan rules the air with the same dominance he once brought to the game, commanding a $70 million Gulfstream G650ER, one of the most advanced and exclusive private aircraft ever built. Behind its sleek silhouette and powerful twin engines lies a story of precision, privacy, and the relentless pursuit of excellence, the same traits that shaped the legend himself. Jordan's G650ER isn't merely transportation. It's a symbol of perfection engineered to his exacting standards. Capable of flying 830 miles without refueling it, can connect Charlotte, North Carolina home to Jordan's NBA franchise, the Hornets, directly to Tokyo or London in complete comfort. The aircraft's registration, N236MJ, tells his story in code 23, for his immortal jersey number 6, for his 6 NBA championships, and MJ for the initials recognized around the world. Every detail speaks to Jordan's obsession with legacy. Even its hangar, a private climate-controlled space, ensures the jet remains in pristine condition, a testament to the same discipline that once made him unstoppable on the court. The exterior of the jet is unmistakable, a polished silver and black paint scheme wrapped in the iconic elephant print pattern from his legendary Air Jordan sneakers. This isn't coincidence. It's a design statement that merges fashion, sport, and aviation into one seamless masterpiece. To aviation enthusiasts, it's known as one of the most recognizable private jets in the world. To fans, it's a moving monument to the Air Jordan brand. This level of customization transforms the Gulfstream into something far more than a luxury vehicle. It's a flying extension of Jordan's empire, broadcasting his story to the world every time it takes flight. Inside, though, rarely photographed, the G650ER is said to rival the world's most exclusive hotel suites. Aviation insiders suggest that the interior features handcrafted leather seating, fine wood veneers, and cutting-edge entertainment systems tailored to Jordan's preferences. Unlike many celebrities who flaunt their wealth online, Jordan keeps his private world sealed from public view, and that includes the inside of his jet. This secrecy isn't about arrogance. It's about maintaining control, something he's valued since his earliest days in the league. The few who've glimpsed the cabin describe it as minimalist, sophisticated, and obsessively maintained, echoing his lifelong philosophy. Eliminate distractions, focus on what matters, and never compromise on quality. Beyond its luxury, Jordan's jet is a strategic business asset. As the owner of the Charlotte Hornets, a NASCAR team, and his billion-dollar Jordan brand under Nike, he frequently travels across continents for meetings, events, and brand expansions. For a man managing ventures that span fashion, sports, and entertainment, commercial flights are neither practical nor secure. His G650ER allows him to move quietly and efficiently, a necessity when sealing global deals. While many billionaires use private aviation as a display of wealth, Jordan's approach is rooted in efficiency and autonomy. The jet isn't about indulgence. It's a carefully calculated tool that keeps his empire running on his own terms. Yet what truly separates Jordan's travel habits from others isn't the aircraft's price or polish, it's the philosophy behind it. Throughout his career, Jordan's greatness stemmed from an obsession with control over his craft, his image, and his destiny. His private jet embodies that same principle. When he flies, there are no delays, no strangers, no interruptions. only the freedom to operate at peak performance. Each journey represents a continuation of the mindset that made him a global icon. Do everything with purpose in private and to perfection. Even in retirement, Jordan's movements remain deliberate and disciplined, shielded from cameras and noise. The world sees him only when he chooses to be seen. Michael Jordan doesn't just own a plane, he commands a flying legacy. The Gulfstream GC650ER isn't simply a reflection of his wealth, it's a metaphor for his life's trajectory. From humble beginnings in Wilmington, North Carolina, to 6 NBA titles with the Chicago Bulls, to global domination through the Air Jordan brand, every ascent in his life has been fueled by the same drive to rise above the ordinary. Today, that journey continues not with slam dunks or game-winning shots, but with the soft hum of jet engines carrying the world's greatest athlete to his next horizon. In the skies, just as on the court, Michael Jordan still soars higher than everyone else. LeBron James. When it comes to LeBron James, the king doesn't just rule the hardwood, he reigns in the skies too. As one of the wealthiest athletes on the planet, with a net worth surpassing $1 billion, LeBron has mastered the art of balancing empire building with family devotion. His preferred method of travel, the Gulfstream G280, valued at around $22 million, is not merely a display of wealth, it's a reflection of his life philosophy, efficiency, privacy, and above all, love for his family. For LeBron, the skies aren't a place to flaunt. They're a space to connect, unwind, and stay grounded in what truly matters. The Gulfstream G280 is a super mid-size business jet designed for range reliability and comfort. With a 600-mile reach, it allows LeBron to easily fly from Los Angeles to New York or from Miami to Toronto without refueling, perfect for a man whose business ventures span across sports, entertainment, and philanthropy. Inside, the jet offers a cabin crafted for versatility, plush seating that converts into sleeping arrangements, advanced soundproofing for undisturbed rest, and cutting-edge connectivity for running Spring Hill Entertainment or uninterrupted from the clouds. Unlike the louder, showier aircraft owned by other celebrities, LeBron's G280 is deliberately understated, sleek on the outside, serene on the inside, just like the man himself. But what truly distinguishes LeBron's travel habits is his deeply personal approach to how he uses his jet. Friends and insiders often say the aircraft is an extension of his family home. It's where Bronny, Bryce, and Jury complete their homework mid-air, where Savannah and LeBron share quiet moments between their public appearances, and where the James family gets to simply be together away from cameras and chaos. Most striking of all is LeBron's well-known rule: his children never fly without him. This isn't about control or extravagance, it's about instilling humility and gratitude. For LeBron, wealth means responsibility, and every flight is an opportunity to teach his kids that privilege is something to respect, not to take for granted. Despite years of documentation and aviation reports linking him to the G280, LeBron sparked a wave of speculation in January 2025 when he publicly denied owning a private jet. His post ignited debates among fans and aviation trackers alike. Was the jet leased under a business entity, sold, or simply too personal to discuss? Whatever the truth, one thing remains certain: his travel needs, from global endorsement deals to NBA commitments, require access to private aviation. For a man who moves between Los Angeles, Akron, and countless global cities, discretion and time are invaluable. LeBron's denial may not have been about ownership, but about privacy, the last luxury even billionaires struggle to keep. What makes LeBron's approach so remarkable is the way he's turned private flight into something meaningful. Where others see jets as status symbols, he sees a bridge connecting work and family, fame and normalcy. On board, there are no entourages, no corporate meetings, no social media clips, just a father, husband, and mentor who happens to be one of the most famous athletes alive. His jet, whether owned or chartered, represents his evolution from a young phenom from Akron to a global mogul who hasn't lost sight of his roots. Every takeoff is both literal and symbolic, a rise fueled not by ego, but by purpose. In the rarefied world of NBA billionaires, where wealth can easily turn into spectacle, LeBron James travels differently. His Gulfstream isn't a golden throne. It's a mobile sanctuary where family and focus take precedence over fame. The jet's polished exterior may hint at extravagance, but its real story is told inside in laughter, echoing from the cabin in the lessons shared mid-air, in a father reminding his children that greatness begins with gratitude. While others use the skies to flaunt their status, LeBron uses them to protect his peace. That's his secret one that keeps the king grounded even when he's flying far above the clouds. Magic Johnson, for Irvin. Magic. Johnson's life has always been a performance of brilliance, dazzling passes on the court, bold investments in business, and an ever-present charisma that lights up any room. Yet even for a man whose very name symbolizes success, Magic's travels reveal a quieter, deeper layer of his personality, pride, loyalty, and legacy. His Gulfstream 3. A vintage aircraft from 1982, now worth between $3 million and $32 million depending on customization, is far more than a jet. It's a flying tribute, a monument in motion that celebrates his enduring bond with Los Angeles, the city that shaped both his career and his identity. Magic's jet, registered under N32MJ, encapsulates his entire story in just a few characters. The 32 represents the number that defined his basketball life, the jersey immortalized in Lakers history, while MJ stands for the man himself, whose infectious smile and unshakable optimism turned him into a global icon. Long before private aviation became fashionable among athletes, Magic recognized the power of the skies. When he acquired the Gulfstream 3, few players in the league even dreamed of owning their own aircraft. But Magic wasn't like most athletes. He was already thinking beyond the game, envisioning a future where his business empire would require him to move freely, efficiently, and of course in style. The exterior of the aircraft tells a story of passion and pride. In 2020, following the dual championships of the Los Angeles Lakers and the Los Angeles Dodgers, Magic decided to turn his jet into a soaring celebration of the city's victories. The sleek body was repainted with both teams' logos purple and gold, blending with Dodger blue, transforming the Gulfstream into a moving symbol of Los Angeles' sporting excellence. His iconic number 32 was emblazoned on the wingtips, ensuring that anyone who spotted it in the air knew exactly whose jet it was. More than an aesthetic choice, this act of customization reflected Magic's deep, emotional connection to the city that gave him everything and to which he continues to give back through his businesses and philanthropy. Inside, the Gulfstream 3 combines vintage charm with modern sophistication. While it lacks the hyper-luxurious automation of today's private jets, its 200-mile range and spacious layout make it perfectly suited for Magic's lifestyle. From Los Angeles to New York for meetings or to Chicago for charitable events, the aircraft serves as his mobile command center, a quiet retreat where strategy meets serenity. For a businessman who has overseen ventures in real estate, entertainment, and sports ownership, the jet is more than transportation. It's an extension of his office, a place to close deals, plan new ventures, and reflect on the empire he's built since leaving the court. Not every chapter of Magic's aviation story is one of triumph, however. In 2012, he made headlines when a former flight attendant, Lenita Thomas, filed a lawsuit claiming she was terminated for causing a delay while fulfilling Magic's unusual in-flight food request, a specific sandwich from a local deli. The story, equal parts humorous and human, reminded the world that even billionaires are still people with quirks and cravings. It's that very humanity, that blend of perfectionism and warmth, that has always defined Magic's character. Whether dealing with fans, employees, or flight crews, he brings the same energy that once electrified basketball arenas. What makes Magic Johnson's private jet remarkable isn't its cost or exclusivity, it's what it represents. In an era when many athletes purchase aircraft for convenience or status, Magic's Gulfstream 3 has become a symbol of legacy and loyalty. It mirrors the evolution of a man who went from court magician to corporate powerhouse without ever losing sight of where he came from. Each takeoff is a statement of purpose that success means more when it carries the weight of history, pride, and gratitude. His plane is a visual narrative, a reflection of his roots, his triumphs, and his unwavering connection to the city that crowned him a legend. When Magic's jet cuts through the clouds, it doesn't just carry a businessman or a sports icon. It carries decades of memories, the cheers from the Great Western Forum, the victories shared with teammates, the roar of Los Angeles after another championship. In a world where wealth often hides behind tinted glass and secrecy, Magic's travels are transparent in the best way. His plane doesn't conceal his identity. It broadcasts it proudly across the skies. Through it, he continues to do what he's always done: inspire, represent, and remind the world that true greatness isn't about flying above others, but about lifting everything you love along with you. Shaquille O'Neal. For Shaquille O'Neal, everything in life has always been larger than life: his game, his personality, his laugh, and even his mode of travel. Standing at 7 feet 1 inch tall and weighing over 300 pounds, Shaq doesn't just fit into any space, he reshapes it. So when it came time to take his empire to the skies, commercial flights simply weren't built for him. His answer: a Bombardier Challenger 605 valued at around $27 million. A luxury jet, literally customized to accommodate one of the most dominant athletes in NBA history. While most players buy private aircraft for prestige, Shaq's reason was practical. He needed a jet that could fit him comfortably, carry his growing business interests, and reflect his unstoppable brand, a brand that continues to soar as high as his career ever did. Shaq's Challenger 605, registered as N32FFIN, is a testament to the power of personalization. Every inch of its design has been adjusted to suit his legendary proportions. Extra legroom, reinforced seating, and expanded cabin space that would dwarf the interiors of even the most luxurious standard jets. The tail is emblazoned with his famous Dunkman logo, a silhouette of Shaq mid-flight dunking, a symbol that has become synonymous with his identity as an athlete, entertainer, and businessman. This branding choice wasn't just vanity. It was smart marketing. The same logo appears on his sneakers, energy drinks, restaurants, and endorsement products. Even in the sky, Shaq is a brand in motion, turning every landing strip into a billboard for his empire. The Challenger 605 isn't just built for comfort. It's built for performance. With a range of 4,600 miles, the aircraft can easily take Shaq from Atlanta to Los Angeles or from Miami to London without stopping. It features state-of-the-art avionics, luxurious leather interiors, and a cabin that doubles as both a boardroom and a relaxation suite. Shaq's schedule is notoriously busy, juggling his roles as a TNT sports analyst, DJ Diesel on the music circuit, entrepreneur, and investor in countless ventures. Having his own jet gives him the flexibility to handle these commitments on his terms. In 2024, flight data revealed that his Challenger completed 84 flights, frequently traveling to Atlanta, Fort Lauderdale, and Las Vegas, all cities tied to his business and entertainment interests. For Shaq, this isn't a toy. It's a logistical necessity, a mobile command center that allows him to maintain a multi-million-dollar enterprise spread across industries. Of course, a jet that massive comes with equally impressive operating costs. Maintaining Shaq's Challenger 605 reportedly costs about $2.1 million per year, covering hangar storage insurance, maintenance crew salaries, and fuel. While that number might make an average person's jaw drop, it's pocket change for a man whose net worth exceeds $400 million and who continues to generate income through media deals, endorsements, and over 50 business partnerships. Still, Shaq's relationship with wealth has always been surprisingly grounded. Despite his extravagant purchases, he's often spoken about financial responsibility and investing smartly. His decision to buy rather than charter reflects a balance of luxury and practicality, a business-minded move that ensures privacy, convenience, and total control of his travel schedule. Yet even with all its sophistication, Shaq's private jet isn't immune to his larger-than-life personality. Former WNBA star Candace Parker once shared a hilarious story of flying with him a 4-hour trip filled with loud EDM music and thunderous snoring that she described as a nightmare and a concert all at once. These stories are more than comic relief. They paint a vivid picture of Shaq's charisma, humor, and authenticity. His jet is not a silent palace of wealth. It's a space that reflects his energy, booming laughter, deep bass beats, and the constant hum of motion. At its core, Shaquille O'Neal's Challenger 605 is about more than luxury. It's about adaptability. It symbolizes how a man too big for ordinary limits built a lifestyle to match his size and ambition. Each flight represents more than movement between cities. It's a continuation of a career that never stopped expanding. From the NBA to television, from investing to DJing, Shaq has mastered the art of growth, and his jet is both the vehicle and the metaphor for that ascent. He doesn't just travel. He commands the skies, bringing his larger-than-life presence wherever he lands. Shaquille O'Neal's secret to travel is no secret at all. It's the same formula that built his legacy: combine intelligence, confidence, and fun, then take it to the next level. His Bombardier Challenger 605 is a reflection of everything he's become: an athlete who turned fame into an empire, a businessman who knows his worth, and a legend who lives life on a scale few can comprehend. When Shaq's jet roars into the air, it doesn't just carry a man, it carries a movement, one built on the belief that if the world isn't big enough for you, you build something bigger. Tracy McGrady. Before private jets became status symbols among NBA superstars, Tracy McGrady was already redefining what athlete luxury meant. Known for his effortless scoring, smooth athleticism, and calm confidence, McGrady wasn't just ahead of defenders, he was ahead of his era. In 2005, he became the first NBA player to own a private jet, a bold and deeply personal decision that changed how professional athletes viewed air travel forever. His choice wasn't driven by vanity or excess, but by something profoundly human: fear. After the tragic events of September 11, 2001, McGrady developed a lasting anxiety about flying commercially. To reclaim control and peace of mind, he invested in a Dassault Falcon 2000, valued at $19 million, turning necessity into innovation. The Falcon 2000 was the perfect aircraft for an athlete of McGrady's stature and lifestyle. With a range of 740 miles, it could carry him comfortably from Houston to New York or even to Europe without refueling. The jet's design reflected his signature style, understated, yet unmistakably refined. Its custom exterior bore the inscription T-Mac 1, blending his iconic nickname with his jersey number. Inside the cabin was crafted for focus and comfort: wide leather seats, rich wood finishes, and a quiet, balanced atmosphere that offered respite from the chaos of NBA life. To McGrady, this wasn't an indulgence. It was therapy. At 40,000 feet away, to travel safely, think clearly, and arrive mentally prepared for whatever awaited him on the ground. But McGrady's use of his jet went beyond personal comfort. It reflected a professional philosophy rooted in discipline and optimization. During his prime years with the Orlando Magic and Houston Rockets, T-Mac sometimes opted out of team flights, choosing instead to take his Falcon 2000 to maintain his personal schedule, rest habits, and nutrition routine. What might have looked like superstar arrogance was in reality a commitment to performance consistency. McGrady understood that recovery and mental focus were as critical to his game as practice and conditioning. His plane allowed him to preserve his rhythm, stay injury-free longer, and keep his body in top condition during grueling NBA travel stretches. The decision proved to be more than just a lifestyle choice. It was a financially sound investment. With career earnings exceeding $160 million, McGrady's $19 million purchase was not reckless, but strategic. His manager later described the acquisition as a wise move, noting how the jet became both a personal sanctuary and a long-term asset. It served as his mobile office, connecting him to business opportunities, charity work, and endorsement deals. The Falcon 2000's efficiency also made it ideal for international ventures, which later became essential as McGrady explored opportunities in China, including his post-retirement stint in the Chinese Basketball Association (CBA). In hindsight, his foresight helped shape the modern athlete's approach to private aviation, not as a luxury, but as a tool for autonomy and longevity. McGrady's trailblazing move sparked a quiet revolution across professional sports. Before him, most players saw private jets as unreachable luxuries reserved for team owners and CEOs. After him, stars like Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and Kobe Bryant began to view private aviation as a legitimate business necessity, a way to manage their global brands while maintaining privacy and control. McGrady didn't set out to start a trend, but his decision reshaped an entire generation's attitude toward success and security. He showed that owning a jet wasn't about showing off, it was about showing up on time and on point every single day. At its heart, Tracy McGrady's story is about control, courage, and comfort in the face of fear. His Dassault Falcon 2000 wasn't just a machine, it was a symbol of self-preservation and progress. Every flight represented a man taking charge of his destiny, refusing to let fear dictate his path. And while his career was often defined by breathtaking highlights, the 13 points in 33 seconds, the effortless fadeaways, the smooth dominance, his influence extended far beyond the court. By taking his talents to the skies on his own terms, McGrady didn't just pioneer a travel trend, he redefined what it meant to be a modern athlete, a master of his craft, his time, and his peace of mind. In the end, Tracy McGrady's decision to buy his own Falcon 2000 wasn't about luxury, it was about leadership. Long before private jets became symbols of status, he used his to conquer fear, protect his peace, and inspire a new era of athletes to value time and control. Was it a bold investment or an emotional escape? Perhaps both. What's undeniable is that McGrady changed the game not just on the court, but in the skies. His story reminds us that greatness isn't always loud. Sometimes it's quiet, calculated, and 40,000 feet above the noise.